In a single moment, everything can change. A blow to the head, a crash, a fall. For adolescents whose brains are still developing, a concussion isn't just a short-term injury, it can alter the course of their lives. At just 17 years old, on the back of my school bus, the shattering impact, the accident that would set me on a journey I never expected. I blacked out, dizzy, confused, a throbbing headache. It wasn't just the physical pain, it was the invisible damage that will haunt me for months and years to come. What's a concussion? A concussion is a mild traumatic brain injury. In adolescents whose brains are still maturing, even a mild concussion can disrupt the cognitive development in profound ways. Common symptoms include memory loss, a slower response, and difficulty concentrating. Yet too often, these signs are ignored or minimized. For many teens, the effects just don't go away. Studies show that 15 to 30% experience symptoms up to a year. The social life suffers, the friendships drift, the grades plummet, and confidence erodes. The timing couldn't have been worse. I was a junior in high school, one of the most important academic years, but recovering from a concussion means...
and then sustains a concussion, then for others that are already mature in their development neurologically. And here's what we think is happening. The young brain is continuously not only growing and evolving physically, physiologically, but is engaged in the process of learning in such a way that in school performance and so forth, that is part of what has to happen for the brain to actually develop fully. And so if the injury interrupts the process of the environmental engagement of that brain, it's not only a physiological disruption for that span of time during recovery, it may skip developmental stages. And so the individual may suffer more protracted cognitive or other deficits as a result. And some people talk about youngsters' brains being more plastic, more able to regenerate and so forth. And while that may be true, there is at least some evidence that the other problem is also true. The other issue is true, that the developing brain actually can be impaired in a long-term sense that then ultimately creates a different track of trajectory.
There's hope. New technologies that help detect, treat, and prevent injuries earlier than ever before. Even though tests were like mountains I could barely climb, math problems blurred together, notes I had just written will like slip from my brain, the support of my teachers and families with flexible deadlines and understanding, I found the way forward. Recovery wasn't just the physical, it was academic, emotional, and deeply personal. Learn that brain injuries aren't invisible. Learn the signs, speak up, support recovery, and save the future.